And here we go. Another fucking morning at the Blue Basement. 20 years and still going. So here I am, training with my good buddy George. He is fucking good. He's good. So he is a half Gracie black belt who's moved out from California and he's training with us. What I love about this guy is that we're the same age. We're the same age, same experience, almost same body type. So I really appreciate training with guys that can feel my weight and almost my style. So he is really fucking good with his leg pummeling. So right here's one of my favorite moves, and the sneaky little fucker threaded on my other calf, so I can't, even if I butterfly him, he's hooked on pretty well onto that. So I'm trying to keep that Z-guard and that shield across his chest, making sure I cross-face him down so I can pop my hips up. At this point, I'm pretty comfortable exposing myself like that. Got to train with some world champions here at the academy, and when those fucker takes your back and I'm able to defend them, it feels pretty confident I could handle anybody. But sometimes I can't. I got those back issues, and sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, here, take my back. I'm fucking too old for this shit. But here we go. We reset again. And I'm consistently always trying to push myself into that half guard position so I can start feeding my Kimuras. But he is really, really good with his leg pummeling. And I overstepped here too. But he's really got his hips pretty tight up on my thigh there, and he's preventing that leg from shrimping out. So he's got my mobility pretty well neutralized. And these positions right here, we are just talking good, sweet, lovely words to each other. He's telling me how the lavender soap is really accentuating him. But here I am, still training, and we always want to have fun when we roll. You know, those back days of battle and fighting with egos, shit's out the window for me now. To me, it's all about longevity and having a good old time, jolly old time, and just continue to make new memories. You know, at this age, it's all about the experience, right? So here I am. I'm consistently trying to fish for that shoulder where I know if I could get that elbow exposure, I can start feeding my Kimuras. But he's keeping that elbow inside the hip line. I don't see any gaps in between. As you can see, I reach for that elbow so I can kind of just pull it and feed it through. Here's one of my kind of switch and bait that I have. And there I go again, hunting for that elbow, but he's doing really a good job for keeping it tucked in. These little switches I actually learned from Gary Tonin, that fucking guy, man. And on a scramble, he'd dive in and he'll capitalize on a reversal really well. So just being quick and stay light on my feet and always capitalizing on those last minute mistakes that other players do. So here I am now I'm trying to bait the thigh. Usually when I bait that thigh, those start pulling that elbow. As you can see, he's pulling that elbow back, and then I'll start feeding for that Kimura. Here I go again with that quickie little reversal. It worked for me once, so I said, fuck it, I'll go for it again. By now, I'm pretty sure it won't work the third time. He's a black belt. He's experienced. He knows I'm probably going to do it again, so I'm sure I won't get it. And here he is trying to reach for these ashis over here. But, you know, I was okay. I had Nicky Ryan always trying to get that fucking leg, and Eddie Cumming popped my knee several times. So, you know, I felt comfortable. I always feel comfortable defending submissions, except for right here when my butt is in the air like that. And as you can see, my flexibility is coming along. Is one thing that I'm focusing on now as a middle-aged man, is my flexibility, so I can train more and more effectively and pain-free, so I can continue. Look at that smile, just having fun like always. And then how it should be, guys. You know, you come onto the mats and leave your bullshit at home, and this is the moment where you should be living in the moment, in the present moment. You can't be in these weird positions thinking about your boss and your ex-girlfriend and none of that. It's right here, do or die. You have these training simulations here. Is just like outside. You know, if you're in a street fight, you gotta only think about that moment. Okay, so here I am with that pass right there. It was a backstab. Nicky used to always hit it on me, and you know, just 2 tweaked it up and made it work for me, and I set myself back for that Kimura. So here I am now fishing for the back, trying to get that back control. I got my I thought I had my Kimura trap set up, but I didn't. So coming through. Here I am, nice and tight. When I take people's back, I try to keep my chin plastered onto that shoulder blade right there. I try not to have too much separation. If my chin separates from the back or neck, I know he's gonna have room to get away. I was trying to be creative here, and didn't work out for me. Sometimes when I'm training jiu-jitsu, I think of a move and it goes through my brain and it looks really nice in my brain at that moment. And then when I execute it, it completely goes the other way. And that's just how the game goes. Here he is. He's on top. This is one of my strong positions too. I'm actually pretty comfortable, and I actually was working with him on these positions, and was showing him how to keep that hip nice and tight and always climbing on top. As you see, I start going in for that hook again. I'm going to try to shake him off and push him over to my right, but he's doing a good job in that cross face, and there I go. I got the elbow in. It's across the hip. I'm keeping that elbow across that hip so he doesn't come up and take my back. Now he's threatening an Americana from there, and I was able to defend. I'm actually not too concerned about those submissions, just because the percentage of actually finishing are low. There's too many outs. The shoulder's got too much play. Even with my 7 surgeries, I still feel confident getting out. And here I go. I decided to give the back so I can get that arm across. I'm still feeling safe here. He doesn't have that hook, so I know if it was a point-wise match, I was okay. So, and again, I just play these positions. I always trying to improve from the worst and work my way out. And here I'm playing the point system as well in my own head, and I'm playing trying to prevent that leg coming through from scoring his points. So I have these tactical things going on in my head, and here I'm like, all right, I could get my hip down. I'm okay, no big deal. I knew my head was out of danger, my neck from any chokes. And here I came up high on his chest so I can catch that head and do that spin out.